What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. The Beavers will put toe to leather and will get started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Colorado State's offense will go on the attack first. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
And the Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The inside handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
And that one's incomplete. Guys, let's take a moment and look at Colorado State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
The Rams will send out the punt unit. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. The Beavers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
The Beavers want to crank the tempo.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to throw, it's James. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Beavers will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. looking to fire. Unloads it left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Rams will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Coffee. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st down from the 11. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And he will score! Touchdown, Colorado State! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him, too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now in the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
They'll run the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Beavers will hustle to the line. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Rams come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wide receiver going in motion. Punts it out of the air. Touchdown, Colorado State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Firing to the right, complete. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the air, it's James. Oh, they're after him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Send the tight end in motion. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Beavers moving quickly to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Oregon State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The give from the gun. Shakes off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Colorado State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Beavers in the hurry up.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's James. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Beavers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. A low line drive and short kick. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone at everybody right now on the same page.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Rams! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Boston College stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Chestnut Hill. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game, but this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll run play action. That's reeled in. It's Ellis. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Beavers want to move quickly. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. They'll try to power their way ahead. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Beavers will punt this one away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. They're working that left side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Rams have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Coffee. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he's going to try to return this one. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And the Rams will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's James. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Beavers line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Off-play action on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Rams are on the move. Zings it complete to the right. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that...
Turning it on! He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, and none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Beavers will call on their punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. That's caught. It's Coffee. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Rams have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Penn. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Colorado State. A great catch and run for 6.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Duff. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
Sends it back in motion. Under fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Burr. Got the completion. No. Go as that defense reacted quickly.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Pulls it, fire complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And the Beavers send out the punt unit. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal. And they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Finds his man. It's Penn. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take it.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Rams now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Line is set on 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arkansas State. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll ride his man on the option, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Quarterback running on the draw. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it at the 30. Slips through the line. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in.